Iran's recent unveiling of a new supersonic jet has reverberated across the globe, sending shockwaves through the international community and sparking widespread interest and speculation. The announcement of the advanced aircraft marks a significant milestone for Iran's aerospace industry and has raised questions about the country's military capabilities, technological prowess, and strategic intentions. Before we start, hit the like and subscribe buttons for more exclusive news. The unveiling of the supersonic jet represents a bold assertion of Iran's ambitions in the realm of aerospace technology and military innovation. The aircraft, described as a state-of-the-art fighter jet capable of reaching speeds exceeding Mach 2, symbolizes Iran's determination to assert itself as a regional power and enhance its defense capabilities in the face of perceived external threats and challenges. Iran's development and deployment of a supersonic jet underscore the country's efforts to modernize its armed forces and reduce its reliance on foreign suppliers for advanced military equipment. In recent years, Iran has made significant strides in indigenous defense production, including the development of missiles, drones, and other advanced weapons systems, as part of its broader strategy to achieve self-sufficiency and bolster its military deterrence capabilities. The unveiling of the supersonic jet has also sparked speculation and debate about the implications for regional security and stability in the Middle East. Iran's military modernization efforts, including the development of advanced fighter jets, have raised concerns among its neighbors and adversaries about the potential for increased tensions and escalation in the region. The deployment of a supersonic jet capable of conducting precision strikes and air-to-air combat operations could further complicate an already volatile security environment. Iran's development of a supersonic jet has broader geopolitical implications, particularly in the context of its regional rivalry with Saudi Arabia and its ongoing confrontation with the United States and its allies. The acquisition of advanced military capabilities, including supersonic aircraft, could enhance Iran's ability to project power and influence across the Middle East, potentially altering the balance of power in the region and challenging the dominance of its adversaries. The unveiling of Iran's supersonic jet has also been met with skepticism and scrutiny from some quarters, with questions raised about the authenticity and capabilities of the aircraft. Critics have pointed to Iran's history of exaggerating its military achievements and inflating its defense capabilities for propaganda purposes, suggesting that the unveiling of the supersonic jet may be more about symbolism and political posturing than substantive technological advancement. There are doubts about Iran's ability to sustain the production and operation of a fleet of supersonic jets over the long term, given the country's economic challenges, technological limitations, and international sanctions. Iran's aerospace industry has faced numerous setbacks and obstacles in the past, including supply chain disruptions, funding shortages, and technical difficulties which have hindered the development and deployment of advanced military hardware. Despite these challenges, Iran's unveiling of a supersonic jet reflects the country's determination to assert its sovereignty and independence in the face of external pressure and aggression. Iran has long sought to develop indigenous defense capabilities as a means of deterring potential adversaries and safeguarding its national security interests, particularly in the face of perceived threats from the United States and its allies in the region. The unveiling of Iran's new supersonic jet has reignited debates about the broader implications for regional security and stability in the Middle East. Iran's ongoing military modernization efforts, including the development of advanced aircraft, have raised concerns among its neighbors and adversaries about the potential for increased tensions and escalation in the region. The deployment of a supersonic jet capable of conducting precision strikes and air-to-air combat operations could further exacerbate existing security challenges and heighten the risk of conflict. Additionally, Iran's development of a supersonic jet has sparked concerns about the potential for a regional arms race and the proliferation of advanced military technologies in the Middle East. As Iran seeks to enhance its defense capabilities and assert its regional influence, other countries in the region, particularly Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states, may feel compelled to bolster their own military capabilities in response, leading to a dangerous cycle of escalation and militarization. The unveiling of Iran's new supersonic jet has raised questions about the effectiveness of international sanctions and arms embargoes in curbing the country's military ambitions. Despite facing stringent economic sanctions and restrictions on arms imports, Iran has continued to invest in its defense sector and develop indigenous military technologies, demonstrating its resilience and determination to overcome external pressures and maintain its strategic autonomy. The unveiling of the supersonic jet also underscores the broader geopolitical dynamics at play in the Middle East, including Iran's rivalry with Saudi Arabia, its confrontation with the United States, and its involvement in regional conflicts such as the war in Syria and the ongoing conflict in Yemen. Iran's acquisition of advanced military capabilities, including supersonic aircraft, could potentially alter the balance of power in the region and challenge the dominance of its adversaries, further complicating efforts to achieve peace and stability. Iran's development of a supersonic jet has implications for broader international security and arms control efforts. The proliferation of advanced military technologies, including supersonic aircraft, could undermine global efforts to prevent the spread of weapons of mass destruction and promote disarmament and non-proliferation. The international community must remain vigilant and proactive in addressing the proliferation of advanced military technologies and preventing their misuse or destabilizing effects on regional and global security. Iran's unveiling of a new supersonic jet has sparked reactions from key stakeholders in the international community, including neighboring countries, regional powers, and global superpowers. The announcement has prompted concerns and discussions about the potential implications for regional security dynamics and the balance of power in the Middle East. Neighboring countries, particularly those in the Gulf region, have closely monitored Iran's military developments and have expressed apprehensions about the new supersonic jet. Given the history of tensions and rivalries in the region, neighboring states perceive Iran's military advancements as a potential threat to their security and stability. The unveiling of a supersonic jet capable of conducting precision strikes and air-to-air combat operations raises concerns about the potential for escalation and conflict in the region. Regional powers such as Saudi Arabia and Israel have also reacted to Iran's announcement with skepticism and vigilance. Both countries have long viewed Iran as a strategic adversary and have taken measures to counter its influence in the region. The deployment of a supersonic jet by Iran could further exacerbate existing tensions and trigger a response from regional rivals, potentially leading to a dangerous escalation of hostilities. On the global stage, major powers, including the United States, Russia, and China, have been closely monitoring Iran's military advancements and evaluating their strategic implications. The unveiling of a new supersonic jet by Iran underscores the country's determination to assert its regional influence and challenge the existing balance of power in the Middle East. This development has prompted discussions among policymakers and analysts about the broader geopolitical implications and the potential for increased competition and confrontation in the region. The unveiling of Iran's new supersonic jet has raised questions about the effectiveness of existing arms control mechanisms and non-proliferation efforts. Despite facing international sanctions and restrictions on arms imports, Iran has continued to invest in its defense sector and develop indigenous military technologies. This raises concerns about the ability of the international community to prevent the proliferation of advanced military technologies and maintain regional stability. In response to Iran's military advancements, the international community must remain vigilant and engaged in efforts to promote dialogue, confidence-building measures, and diplomatic solutions to regional conflicts. Efforts to address the underlying causes of tensions and mitigate the risk of escalation are essential to prevent further destabilization and promote peace and security in the Middle East. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, could you leave your comments below and tell us, what do you predict will be the global impact of Iran's new supersonic jet? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.